Hey, how's it going, guys? So, a bit ago, I praised the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate GameCube controllers that were recently released with Smash Ultimate, saying, oh man, they're great, you know, they have the mold just like the Smash 4 controllers, which were also great, you know, everything's hunky-dory. Unfortunately, the new Smash Bros. Ultimate controllers, the early batches, have had a lot of issues. Currently, the controller is sold out on Amazon, officially from Nintendo. I don't know if they're going to get a new stock in soon. Probably will, because the game is still very popular. It's still getting patches and DLC is upcoming. So that's something to look forward to. But this older batch had an issue, and that is stick drift. So the left analog stick seems to be drifting a little bit. And let me show you what I mean by that. So I have a Smash Ultimate controller plugged in right now. This, by the way, is the original Smash 4 controller. This was the first remake of the classic GameCube controller, at least the one that I could think of. So, we're going to calibrate this guy in F-Zero. I'll really show you the stick in action. Now, you can do this in other... you can do this with other tools like Windows, or you can do it in the Dolphin emulator itself, but I want to give you a better visual representation. So the one on the right is how you can calibrate it to the game itself. So if you have any kind of drift, you can be like, okay, let me just center it like this, or change it around a little bit to offset the defect. But the one on the left, that blue space you're seeing right there, that I can, you know, make a little bit bigger or smaller from the diagram on the left. Okay, that's about how big it's supposed to be, normally. That's the center. That yellow dot is supposed to be right on the center. If I unplug it, I'll show you. See? That's really bad. That is so far to the right, to the top right, that if you play a game like Smash Bros. Melee, in the character select screen, the hand you use to pick characters drifts. It drifts. Now, I'm going to plug in another controller and show you that it's a little bit better from the same pool, but it still has drift. And it's got a considerable amount. Like, ooh, that might not be good if you're playing competitively. Now, a lot of GameCube controllers that I've used, even the best ones, like I've just tested a lot of them. Like, see this? Look, I'm not even touching the controller. That's how bad that is. This is on the newer build of Dolphin, by the way, but I can assure you this is a issue on any build, because it's controller specific, and it's not the adapter, because if it was, if I unplugged it from S0, it would still be drifting or having issues. So, most GameCube controllers do have some degree of drift, like, it's just a thing, like, it's how a lot of controllers or a lot of screens are made. There's always, like, different, like, factories they're made in. Sometimes the parts are a little bit cheaper or better. It's like a store brand. It's like a store-bought cereal brand. Like, they kind of slap their label on anything. So sometimes you'll get like a cereal brand, or you'll get the store cereal brand, and it'll taste better than it did before, or it'll taste worse. That's because they're usually outsourcing different companies to make it. So, yeah, Nintendo's putting their name on this stuff, but it's, like, not the Nintendo factory. It's probably some different factory in China making this, or it could be quality, like a quality control thing where they're just not testing these properly. So you never know. So there's always, like, little differences here and there, but it's always going off some original design. Okay. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to plug in my Smash 4 controller right after I just show you the number again. So, see that right there? That's not good. Even menu browsing is bad. Okay, so there's the drift. It's abhorrent. That y-axis is terrible. Let's unplug that. It's neutral. I'm going to, if I can see it, on the frickin' table. There we go. This is the Smash 4 controller. That's beautiful right there. That is poetry. Try it again. You jiggle it a little bit, it does go a little bit off-center, but no more than 2. That is great. I'm going to hold on to this guy. Now, my other ones had, like, between, like, 3 or 4, and, you know, not great. Now, if you're playing Smash so competitively that you're making money off it, definitely don't go with anything less than those. In fact, most people would only say 0 or go broke. Like, 0 or nothing else. Which makes sense, because, you know, a lot of people might say, like, elitist pricks, but think about it. If you're making money off this is your livelihood right now, you don't want anything less than the best. Like, people still buy Guitar Hero controllers wired because they have that 1 millisecond lag, or 1 millisecond of lag. So, you know, that's cool. Now that's the Ultimate Controller. That's the second one I just ripped from the packaging. It's at 4 and 5. Still drifting to the right, too. And look at the jitter. Like, I'm not even touching it. I'm not even touching it. I'm not even touching it. It's resting perfectly on the table. Let me see if I can straighten it out. Put it on a flat surface. No. It's still exactly like that. It's ridiculous. Now I'm touching it, but, you know, you get the point. Okay. So what do we do about this? Well, hopefully Nintendo's next batch will fix some of this. Because that is insane. I'm going to see if I can try to get my money back for some of these guys, but lesson learned, be careful what kind of controllers you buy online, because you don't know until you take them out and test them if they have any issues. Just because you buy it brand new doesn't mean they're always going to work, which is a mistake I've learned. You know, I have a bunch of controllers, Smash 4 era controllers, like 3 of them in the box, including like a brand new Wii era GameCube controller. Everything's just in the box, brand new, sealed, and I'm just dreading the day I decide finally to use them, and like, you know, this happens. This. I was gonna hit the button, but I unplugged it already, so, you know, I don't have anything else to say, so thanks for watching. See ya.